Joe Biden's domestic issues overshadowed much of the NATO summit, and it is all that everyone seems to be talking about as the summit came to a close. The U.S. president held a press conference after a dry spell of about 8 months, and from the beginning to the end, it was dominated by questions around his mental ability.
What concerns do you have about Vice President Harris's ability to beat Donald Trump if she were at the top of the ticket?
Look, I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president, but I think she was not qualified to be president. So let's start there. And so our military is working. I'm following the advice of my commander-in-chief, the chief of staff of the military, as well as the Secretary of Defense and our intelligence people. And now I want to hand it over to the president of Ukraine, who has as much courage as he has determination. Ladies and gentlemen, President Putin. President Putin. He's going to beat President Putin. President Zelensky. I'm so focused on beating Putin, we got to worry about it. Anyway, Mr. President.
I'm better.
You are a hell of a lot better.
These gaffes, remember, come at a time when Biden is already under the lens. He is finding himself increasingly under scrutiny as 17 congressional Democrats so far have called for him to drop out. Some of them put out a statement after the NATO press conference. It's not just about Biden's low public approval ratings. Democrats are increasingly concerned they could lose seats in the House and the Senate because of the confusion. The president is set to hold a rally in Detroit, where his campaign says he will focus on the dangers of Trump's agenda. Joe Biden is over 80 years old. He was elected to the U.S. Senate in 1972. That had made him the 5th youngest senator in history. Today, he is the oldest president the U.S. has had. If he wins the presidency this November, he will be 86 years old by the end. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.